Never have I ever used a foundation and fell in love with it in the first application itself. It is something that has been so beautiful on the skin, so beautiful that I cannot stop using it. Hi you guys, welcome to today's video. I am Ashmika and today we are going to talk about foundations. So they range from drugstore to high-end, and I'm going to be sharing my experience with each one of them. So I'm here to help you find the best of foundations, whether it's drugstore or luxury. So let's get started. If you guys are among the crowd which does not like much of foundation, I would suggest you guys to go in with something like this. These are basically illuminators that have a little bit of coverage but don't feel like you've put something on your face. One is high-end and one is drugstore. Charlotte Tilbury, it's the Hollywood Flawless Filter, and whenever I apply this on my face, I feel so good about it because it just highlights the right portions and it does everything that is required for a glowy base. So whenever I use this particular one, I'm just like mostly sorted because it does most of the work. You know what I like when I want to go for those no makeup looks? Look at the shine it kind of gives, and you just put this in little quantities over your face. Alright, just does everything that is required for a good base and doesn't like feel much on the skin as well. It gives you a light coverage that I really enjoy. Look at the way it looks. It looks so flawless, it looks so beautiful and shiny. You can just put this on some concealer and you're good to go. For those days you don't feel like wearing makeup, this particular one comes in very handy dandy. So I highly recommend you try this one out. It is quite expensive, I know that, and that's why our next option is something that is a dupe of this. I am talking about the elf Halo Glow liquid filter. Now this particular one is just beautiful. It is beautiful, it is out of this world. It has more coverage than Charlotte Tilbury. Like, I'll just show you, okay? Just put this on your skin. I've used this in multiple of my videos. I've done a dedicated review as well on this one on one of my shorts. So you just put this on your face, and again when you blend this one out, gives you a beautiful coverage and a beautiful base to work on because it's just so lovely. It's a dupe that is better than the original product that has been duped, I feel. Its consistency, its glow, its coverage, I think it's a 10 on 10 when it comes to no makeup looks, and the kind of finish it gives you will just blow your mind. Want to buy a Charlotte Tilbury and think that it's too much out of your budget? This comes in half the price, more than half the price. So when it comes to good skin, I think this is a good bet. Moving on to the next foundations, we're moving to more coverage foundations now. These were some base products that were just illuminators and give a bit of coverage, but when it comes to a little more coverage than illuminators, I would say the next category of foundations or the next category of base products would be skin tints. Now skin tints are something that give you coverage, very skin-like coverage, and don't feel heavy on the skin. Feel very fresh, you look very fresh. It's more like your skin is healthy, your skin but better kind of feeling. So I have two of my skin tints which are my favorites. It is this Rare Beauty Positive Life Tinted Moisturizer, and the other one I have is Fenty Easy Drops Blurring Skin Tint. I'm in the shade 9 in this, and I'm in the shade 26W in this particular one. When it comes to skin tints, are my favorites. I have been using these for over a year, and I can tell you that Fenty one is a matte finish one, and this one gives you a dewy kind of a finish. I wouldn't say glowy, but a dewy kind of finish. This is such a beautiful formula, you guys, from Fenty. I love the way it feels on the skin. I love the kind of coverage it provides, because it does cover quite a lot of your face and still feels like skin. Like your skin can breathe underneath it, you know. It's that beautiful. It's one of my best purchases, I would say. And yeah, when it comes to skin tint, I often gravitate towards this one. Next one, Rare Beauty, is again beautiful. Beautiful coverage, beautiful finish, very skin like, does not feel heavy on the skin at all. And yeah, it's perfect for summers because it does not feel heavy at all. So the skin tints that do not feel heavy, especially in a country like India where it's always humid, where I live, it's going to be a winner. Moving on to drugstore option for a beautiful foundation. Hands down, it has to be the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear for me. This particular foundation beats most of my high ends. It compares to the high ends formula. I love this one so much that even when I had the closest functions, where I had weddings, where I had important functions to attend, instead of my high-end ones, I always gravitate towards this one because of its beautiful finish. The kind of finish this provides is really luxurious. Like, it is drugstore, but it gives a run to the luxury products. It's that good, you guys. The one I have is 24-hour wear. Now the new packaging is 36-hour wear, and it's a beautiful formula, you guys. I love this so much. I cannot recommend this enough. I use it quite often and I am all praises for it. L'Oreal has killed it with the Infallible range. Now, something that was trending all over the internet 2 months back was this Tir Cushion Foundation. Basically, you press into this, take the applicator, put it over your skin for it to cover all the blemishes. It is beautiful. I got the mini version because I wanted to try this one out before I buy into the full size of it, and it did not disappoint me at all. It is a very summer friendly foundation. It does not feel like anything on the skin. Beautiful formula, beautiful blending capacity, beautiful stay power. It does not cake up on the face, it does not emphasize your texture, but you have to be careful with the shade match. The shade match was such a problem. I got this in the shade 24N Latte, which is my very good match. Anyone who's looking for a very lightweight foundation, I would highly recommend you give Tir a try. Moving on to the most luxurious foundation I own in my collection. It is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I got this very excitedly a year back. Beautiful formula, there is no doubt about it. But I do not find myself reaching out for this one because maybe first of all the shade is a tad bit too dark for my skin. It's a little olivey and I'm a warm skin tone. This particular foundation has no coverage whatsoever. It does not have any coverage. It looks beautiful on the skin. Your skin feels like skin, and it does feel like you're using a very luxurious foundation on your face. But the way it makes my skin look, I don't know if I should blame the product or the shade. I have hardly used this in 1 year of owning it, but I like the coverage of this. Talking of a full coverage foundation, Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty foundation in the shade Amarati 310G is very dark for me. I got this and this is not my shade at all. It is very dark on me, and the texture of this is so thick that you have to use it while mixing it with other products. It does give a very beautiful base. For oily skin, I would say this is a very good foundation because it's a very thick consistency, and that is the reason that you need to skin prep, because on dry skin it might flake out. So that's the reason you need to prep your skin really well before using this foundation. If you ask me, in a good full coverage foundation, this definitely makes it to the list. The house of Huda Beauty is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. This particular one is just love. I'm in the shade Latte 300N. It is beautiful. It is my most used foundation. It feels lovely on the skin. It does give a filter-like effect, what it promises. It does feel like that. and I cannot stop using this one. Seriously guys, I'm literally obsessed with this particular one. Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Foundation. I'm in the shade 290. I'm going to swatch this on my face because you guys need to see how beautiful this particular foundation is, okay? Never have I ever used a foundation and fell in love with it in the first application itself. It is something that has been so beautiful on the skin, so beautiful that I cannot stop using it. Even this one is my most used foundation. Whenever I have to kind of go to a function or beautiful finish, Fenty has killed it with this one so far. Other than the Fenty skin tint, if you ask me for the foundation, this has been the best formula from Fenty. I totally love it, cannot recommend it enough. Highly suggest you guys to try this one out. And the last foundation that I have in my collection is from Monica Blunder Beauty. This one I got from the app called Cult, K-U-L-T, Cult. They sell very different products. Even Monica Blunder Beauty was sold to me as Jennifer Garner's go-to makeup fixer, and like makeup fixer in the sense that she uses it to just cover her blemishes just out of the flight or something like that. The ad was made like that, and I bought into the hype. Let me tell you, it's kind of an oily product. It's not the best formula that I have tried in my life. It's very heavy on the face. I mean, I will say that this is my least used product. It's kind of oily for my skin, and that's why I don't gravitate towards this too much. Very thick on the skin. You have to literally blending is an exercise when you put this one, because you have to keep blending, and then you can see some kind of, you know, evenness for this product. Not the biggest fan. That was the video with all the foundations that I own, drugstore and high-end. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, then please support, like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.